With us tonight, Democratic strategist Todd Webster and Republican strategist Karen Hanratty. Let's talk about Sarah Palin. If you had to pick someone, Karen, would it be Sarah Palin? What do you think?
To run against President Obama? No, she would not be my pick. I just maintain that Sarah Palin is not serious about running in 2012, and I think that's going to be a big letdown for the Nets Roots crowd.
It certainly is, but here's the numbers. 48% of them want Palin, 11% want Ron Paul, 10% Santorum, and also Romney in at 9, Gingrich at 8, Pawlenty at 7, Huckabee and Mike Pence only at 1%. So that's how it breaks down. Is this, how do you view this, Todd Webster?
Well, Sarah Palin, look, is a fascination to the Tea Partiers and to the tabloids, but for mainstream America, she's the kiss of death. Just last week in New Hampshire, the Republican Senate candidate Kelly Ayotte had a 12-point lead above her Democratic opponent Paul Hodes. Palin comes into New Hampshire, endorses Kelly Ayotte, and she drops by 9 percentage points, and now it's a 3-point race. I think what's even more interesting than the fact that Sarah Palin would be a dream candidate for President Obama to run against is progressives' concern. The most concerning candidate would be Mike Huckabee, who is a populist, who is folksy. The silver lining there is that Huckabee will never be able to get the Republican nomination because Wall Street and the big corporations don't like his economic populism.
Karen, let's put the money aside. Who do you think would be the toughest competitor for President Obama?
I'll be honest. I don't see that tough competitor yet. I think I'm putting aside the personalities. Here's the candidate I want is someone who's going to go out there and talk about actually what you were just talking about earlier, which is the fact that this country is not investing any real money in infrastructure. You had this big stimulus bill that was passed by Congress. 3% of that went to transportation infrastructure. 3%. We've got roads crumbling. I'm the type of conservative that thinks, it's not bad to spend government money if you're going to build things that are going to be around 30 years from now. But we're not doing that. We don't have any real serious discussion about job creation. They've got this ridiculous manufacturing bill going through one of the committees today that creates a task force to think about and then report on how to create jobs 4 years from now. There's no real discussion in this country about what it takes. You talk about it. Should we raise taxes? Should we lower taxes? That's not the discussion we should be having.
Don't you think the jobs bill being filibustered by the Republicans has something to do with it?
This jobs bill is not, but that's not the real answer to creating jobs in America.
Karen, we need to send you up to Capitol Hill to get you to talk to the Republican caucus to get them to support investments in infrastructure and roads and bridges and transportation in this country and maybe some unemployment insurance for the people who have been without jobs for months.
You wouldn't need the unemployment insurance if Congress was doing their job, and what Congress needs to do is pass these free trade acts with South Korea and Panama and Colombia.
And that would lead to more outsourcing, Karen. You know that.
It wouldn't.
No,
Ed,
it would.
Listen to me.
No trade agreement
if you're going to manufacture anything in America, who are you going to sell it to?
The fact is
that we have to be a manufacturing society, not just simply a service society. True. I know that the liberal elite, and I don't put you in this category. I'm talking the liberal elite who write in the columns in the Washington Post and the New York Times. They want us to be a society that's Google and Amazon and Starbucks and that's not what America is.
No,
we should
I agree.
be building
I totally agree.
things
We
and
have to make
sell
something.
it to people. We should sell it in America and we should sell it all over the world.
The trade agreements that we have right now do not favor manufacturing in this country, and they put certainly outsourcing on steroids. Let's change subjects. We got to get this one in. This is Governor Ed Rendell of Pennsylvania saying it's a mistake for the president to go on The View this Thursday. Here it is.
I think there's got to be a little bit of dignity to the presidency, and that you wouldn't go on.
What are you saying, Ed?
What a horrible insult to The View.
Ed Rendell, what are you saying?
Well, I think there are some shows I wouldn't put them on Jerry Springer either, right? Look, you can. I think the president of the United States has to go on serious shows, and The View, I think, is you can make a case that The View is a serious show, sure, but it also rocks and rolls a little bit. Now, I'm not sure he has to go on The View to be open to questions.
Todd Webster, what's the strategy here by the president? Why is he doing this? First president to do a daytime talk show.
Willie Sutton's famously said that the reason he robbed banks is because that's where the money is. From a media strategy, he's got to go where the audience is and reach out to new voters and new viewers, and I think it's absolutely warranted. I think what's even more interesting today is that it was announced that he's now playing a starring role in the Madden 2011 video game, where if you win the championship, you get to go to the White House with your team and pull out the jersey.
Karen,
so they're using new media smartly.
Is it beneath the office for the president to go on that show?
I don't know that it's beneath the president to ever talk to an audience of people who are, look, there are voters out there. The problem is President Obama bizarrely finds himself in a real, I think, branding or marketing dilemma. This man that they've built up so well over the past few years, and all of a sudden he's got really bad poll numbers. No one really believes what he says anymore, and it's almost like he's been reduced to going on The View.
Well,
it's
he's
not
definitely
like he's
going after the soccer moms. And the numbers look like this. 56% voted for him for president. Now 45% now approve of the job that he's doing. Also, support for the president, Obama, among white women. 48% voted for him, 35%. I mean, it's very clear if you follow the numbers, he's doing this for a reason, not just to be a nice guy in an audience.
It's because he's on defense. He's playing defense right now.
It's a smart media strategy. George Bush went on Oprah, as did Al Gore. Sarah Palin's on the cover of Runner's World. You go where you can get the audience.
Todd Webster, Karen
Well, now you're
Hanratty,
comparing
always a
Obama
pleasure.
to Sarah Palin.
Great to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much.